Good afternoon, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be flipping through the entire Dark Academia collection from the Daily Grind Planner. So if you'd like to see that, stay tuned. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start with the folios first because I feel like that's like the heart and soul of the release. So let's start with this first one. So this one is my personal favorite. It's called The Curious Path Ahead. Let me go ahead and get it open real quick. I just received my package. It was a day late, so I did miss release day, but I figured I would go ahead and flip through anyways for those of you that haven't seen. Let me go ahead and take this off for the key. I can't get it off. Okay, so, all right, so let's see. So these are the folios. I just put that on backwards, I think. That's okay. So these do have the buckle. Let me see if I can get my scissors and actually get it off. I'm struggling here. I do like that they package these so neatly because then it does, you know, keep it together. I'll tell you what, it is a pain to get off. Okay, let's see here. Come on, tape. I should have unpackaged these before. Let me actually do that real quick off camera. Okay, sorry, I didn't want you sitting through my struggles of trying to get that undone. Okay, so this first one is called The Keeper of Secrets. So this does have a snap closure that comes through, but sometimes I just like to slide it off. You don't even have to unsnap it because it will slide off as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off so I can open it. And then each of these comes with a key. So this one has this key right here. It has the, looks like almost like an E. But it says, within these pages live the paths I dare to follow, the secrets I discover along the way, and the quiet magic of a life still unfolding. Sorry, I just noticed where there's like a little divot in my thing. Then it says, the path was never meant to be obvious, only meant to be found by those curious enough to follow it. And if you look, it has, was it the Marauders map? It has a lot of like the similarities with the footprints, and then you're gonna have like the dragons, the owl. Here's Hogwarts Castle. You have it again up here. So it does have a lot of those nice details. There's a compass and everything too. I love the little dragons on it. And then inside you're gonna get a pocket, and it does have like this nice, like almost like suede finish on the inside. And then you do get a lined paper notepad in it as well. So that would be the Keeper of, not the Keeper of Secrets, The Curious Path Ahead. All right, so the second folio is going to be The Keeper Secret. So this one, let me go ahead and slide this one off and I'll show you the key. So it's a little bit different than the first one. And then it says, within these pages rest the truths I uncovered, the courage I discovered, and the magic that reveals itself in the darkest hours. So this is supposed to be kind of like the dark magic of the Harry Potter. So you have the wand, you have the skulls, the snakes. So it definitely has, you know, that like Slytherin feel to it. And then it does have like the inside the front pocket as well as that suede, and then another lined note paper. So that's The Keeper of Secrets. The last folio is going to be Where the Wild Things Grow. So this one has this key. So all three keys are a little bit different. And then this one's supposed to be kind of like your herbology class. And it says, within these pages grow the quiet dreams I planted, the wonders I nurtured, and the magic that blooms when patience meets hope. Then on the back it says, growth is quiet magic. It happens slowly, patiently, and often when you least expect it. So you have like the potions, the herbs. You have like the little, what are those called? Mandrakes. When they were doing it, you have the wand and everything too. And then again, you have the pocket, the suede, and then the lined note paper. So that's Where the Wild Things Grow. So those are the three folios. We also have, I'm going to do the coloring pages because they kind of go with the theme. Okay, so the first one would be The Curious Path Ahead, which was the first folio that we looked at. So this is going to be similar to that theme. So these are all the coloring pages, and I like with these, they're a very thick paper. So if you're coloring, whether you're using acrylic markers, watercolors, our alcohol markers, it's not supposed to bleed through. So I believe, it's, I don't want to quote what the thing is, but it's like probably almost close to like 300 GSM. So we have a lot of these like pages are going to be, oh, I love the, see, it should be platform 9 3/4, not platform 3. That's an error. But it has a lot of like library type stuff, like luggage. You have like secret archives. So different coloring pages that, you know, I love all the books because that's going to be very therapeutic to color. Like when you're doing the different libraries, to color all the different books, like different colors. Like this page right here, could you imagine all the different colors you could use? Probably take me forever. But those are some of the pages in the Curious Path Ahead coloring notepad. So the second one would be the Keeper of Secrets, which matches the black folio. So this, of course, is going to focus on the dark arts. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you would understand. So it's going to have, almost looks like dungeons, like potions rooms, which is kind of fitting because I feel like Professor Snape, we know because he did the potions and they had it portrayed like he was into the dark arts in the Harry Potter movies. But you have a lot of those ones. You even have like the snake right here. There's a snake there. So it definitely focuses on the darker arts. And then you have Where the Wild Things Grow. So this, of course, is going to be the one that matches the brown folio that is like the herbology. So you're going to have a lot of like plants and different, you know, things in this one. Sorry, I know I'm going quickly, but I can't flip through each individual page. That would take forever. So that's Where the Wild Things Grow. So those are the 3 coloring notepads. You also have 3 notepads here. So first one we're going to do is going to be the monthly notepad. This one is a little bit thinner because it's just used once a month, but it's going to give you a monthly overview. So it has the month, this month's intentions. You have it to where you can fill it in. You have your top 3 priorities for the month, and then you have your habit tracker for the month. So it's very simple. You just need 1 page for the whole month. But you're going to get, I believe they have like 2 years worth in here, so it's more than plenty. And what I like about it is it's undated, so you can use it whenever you want to start, or again, you know, if you skip a month and need to do something, or you have like, you know, a couple months, like you want to track 2 different things for the month, you can use 2 for 1 month, however you want to use it. Next one's going to be the hourly one. This one was very, very highly requested because a lot of people like that hourly tracker and kind of the track their day. So this right here, so it has your schedule where you can put the date right here. Then it has 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Again, I probably don't need these first couple because I don't get up that early. I need a couple of ones at the later. You have today's top 3. You have a to-do list, a gratitude. You have your meal, so you have breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and then you have a water tracker at the bottom as well. So that's nice because you could just kind of have this on those busy days and use it as needed. And this one I'm super excited about. This is the Anti-Overwhelm notepad. So this one kind of helps you get those like projects done. So it has today, it has your word of the day, how I'm feeling today. So you have mood, focus, and energy. You have a successful day, what would make today feel successful, so you can write in there. Clear the noise, so what is taking up space in my head, so it's a little spot to, you know, kind of write down your thoughts or journal, like if you need to get stuff out of your head. Your 3 wins today, so you have your health, your progress, and your happiness. So you can have one that focuses on your body and mind, one that focuses on growth or work, and then one that focuses on joy or calm. And that's kind of where you should gear your 3 to-dos for each day in the daily grind. You don't have to do that, but then that's kind of like, you know, it spreads out the balance within like the areas of your life that need to be focused on. Then you have these 3 tasks are your focus for start today. When that happens, you know you've moved forward. So you have the should do. So these are the must do thing, or no. The should do, it means things that you should be getting done. You have the nice to do, which means they don't have to get done, but they would be nice if they did get completed. And these are the can't wait and delegate. So these are the things that need to get done right away. And I like that they have the delegate because sometimes, you know, as a business owner, or, you know, if you're, you know, like, you know, at your work and you need help with like getting tasks done. This kind of helps because then this kind of gets you stuff off your plate so you can achieve some of these other things as well. And then you have launch your day. What is one action you can start right now? So you have your start time and then your task. And so it kind of has your start time for the day and then like the one task that you can start to get your day going. And then you have close the loop. Today I will commit to moving forward on, being proud of, and letting go. So you have a whole notepad of these. And I want to say, I think they said it was like 70 something pages. It doesn't have an exact one on there. Okay, and then this one I am super excited about. So I know Angie is going to start this in September. Her birthday, I believe, is September 3rd. And she always does a glow up challenge like right after her birthday. So she'll probably do the prep like the week of her birthday and kind of get everything set up and then do the glow up that following Monday after her birthday. So it's a 16-week reset to realign your habits. Now we did have the glow up challenge that they had in the past. So you had the 121-day glow up challenge, and then you had the tracking sheets. This is basically a revamped version with a little bit more. So you have your start your glow up, a 16-week system to reset, refine, and radiate. So you want to identify before aesthetics, consistency over motivation, environment beats willpower, small wins over big swings, and standards create confidence. And then it has the glow up blueprint. So you have the foundation. So the first 4 weeks are going to be the refresh. Those are planting the seeds, choosing the anchors, and begin building consistency. Weeks 5 through 8, you're going to build. So you're going to kind of start like adding stuff in. You're going to get more into like the routines. And then weeks 9 through 16, you're going to admire the blooms and you're going to start letting your standards deepen, take root. And then, you know, of course, you're going to see the progress start to show really then as well. So you have the glow tracker. So you track your journey one circle at a time. So, you know, every single day you mark that you showed up for yourself. So, you know, if you do skip a day, it's okay. But then this kind of keeps you accountable for those different days as well. So you have your first 4 weeks. So I'm guessing this would be 28 days right here. So you refresh your next few weeks. So right here are your build weeks. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then radiance is going to be weeks 9 through 16. And then these are going to be like that last section. So preparing the ground, your foundation. So it kind of like, you know, this is like your vision and kind of how you want to focus. So you have your future self and then my 16-week promise. So then you sign and date this. And then that way it kind of like shows that you're under contract, so to speak. And then you have your starting point. So then you kind of like say like where you're starting at. So you rate your energy levels, your mood stability, and your focus level. You also look at your skin condition, your strength level, your visual evidence. And then like you look at, so this would be your environment. So is it chaotic or is it aligned? And then you have your physical space, visual inputs, energy leaks, and schedule boundaries. Which is nice is because you're not just focusing on, you know, a beauty routine when you do this. Like, you know, it's also, you know, organizing spaces in your house and, you know, kind of like putting those different like habits and things in place that help your environment that, you know, keep you grounded and motivated as well. And then you have your body and mind. So you have your health and your mindset. Next is going to be the skin and beauty routine. So this is just a simple routine that repeats. It kind of just, you know, helps you repeat it through the day, and this helps build a routine. So you have your morning, you're going to protect. So you're going to cleanse, treat, moisturize, and protect with SPF. Your evening, you're going to restore, which is where you cleanse, you treat, and you moisturize. Your polish layers. So that's going to be, you know, whether you do, is it the gusha, the facial massage, hair serum, lash serum, like, you know, teeth brightening. And these are things that aren't necessarily an everyday thing, but it's like something that you can put into the routine weekly. And then you have glow science, and it just kind of shows you like, you know, it kind of helps like, you know, your skin. So this is the science behind like taking care of yourself. You have your body and performance. So you have your movement, your recovery. So of course you do need to like rest and recover like while you're, you know, training as well. Hydration is very important. And then training mix, and this kind of helps like support your strength and mobility. So if you mix it up between strength, Pilates, like cardio, that way you're not getting burnout from doing the same thing every single day. Then you have your nutrition strategy. So of course you want to get your target protein intake, hydration. Again, that's going to be like the same as before. Hydration is key to a lot of things. Your meal balance. You want to be able to balance your meals as well. And then your energy stability. And like once you get like, you know, your workout and your nutrition, and you're going to start to feel that energy increase as well. So phase 1 is going to be your refresh. So then you have your anchors. These are the things that are non-negotiable. So you're going to choose at least 3 of these to keep up every single day. So it could be 80 ounces of water. I think that's a huge one. So 20 minutes of movement daily. Then there's the AM plan where you sit down, you write down your top 3 priorities so you can stay focused and use your time well. Your phone boundary. This is a huge one too, because a lot of us get caught doom scrolling on our phones. So I think this would be like a really good one for people to kind of step back from that technology a little bit and enjoy like the beauty, especially going into the fall. You're going to get like these nice like cooler months that aren't too cold yet, and so I think it's almost the perfect time to enjoy the outside, especially those of you that live in the north that have the winter. You have sleep rhythm, protein focus, steps goal, and then skin ritual. So once you pick your 3 daily anchors, you write what the 3 are. So you write your 3 core anchors, and then like you write down every day how you're going to fit those into your day. Next would be your space reset. So this kind of goes like so day 1, like it gives you something to kind of help you through the 7 days. So you have your bedroom. So for example, day 1, it says clear surfaces and reset your nightstand. Remove distractions and keep only what supports rest and calm. So basically it's just a very small step that you can do every single day. So day 2 is your beauty station. You go through and you toss expired products and wipe down surfaces. I mean, it's something that's only going to take you, you know, a few minutes probably, but it's going to be something that's going to set you up for success over the Glow Up Challenge. So you have day 3 is a closet edit, day 4 is a kitchen order, day 5 is your workspace, and day 6 is laundry zone. And then you have your weekly reset ritual. So you define a short weekly reset you repeat during the coming weeks. So examples are 15-minute tidy, a laundry reset, prep outfits, refill water, reset your bag, calendar review, meal prep, meditation, journaling, delete 5 tabs, phone on do not disturb after 9. So these are like small things that you can make sure that you have in place for this challenge as well. So week 1, you have your refresh tracker. So you have your 3 anchors that you chose over on this sheet. And then every single day you can check off when you've completed those anchors. You have your space standards. So again, these ones that you select here, you write down the top 2 and check it off, and that has bed made, which I think just making your bed is like something quick and easy in the morning that kind of makes you feel a little bit more grounded and aligned. And then you have your week 1 awareness. What felt easiest this week? What felt harder than expected? So now you're going to have these trackers. They're going to go through the next few weeks. So you have week 2, week 3, week 4. All right, so that's the 4 weeks. And then your phase 2 is going to be build. So then you get to the second phase. So this will be the next 4 weeks. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you're going to have your new anchors. So you're going to not only keep the 3 that you did from this one, now you're going to add 2 more on. So, you know, of course, you're going to keep the 3 that you had before, and then you're going to add 2 more. So this kind of helps you add to that routine that you're building, because these by now in the first week should feel like a consistent routine. So now it's time to add a few more things. So then, you know, it has the glow boosters right here. So anchors are the foundation routine. So it says choose 3 to 5 that fit into your routine to feel more polished, energized, and confident. Okay, and then now it's the build layer. So again, you're gonna have your 3 plus your 2 that you just chose. So now you have your 5. So this is gonna be your final sheet right here. And then you have upgrades. So during the build phase, you're gonna select 1 upgrade to work on for the month. So whether it's building confidence, strength and energy, creating a signature style, clean eating challenge. So you can just kind of focus on eating clean for the next, you know, month. Learning something new. So you can choose to learn a new skill, or like, you know, a subject or something like that. Or digital discipline, which, you know, I think is really huge for a lot of people. So it says, keep it simple, pick 1 focus to level up this month. So with these upgrades, you're just gonna pick 1, and then you're gonna write down what your 1 focus is in the month and how you're gonna, like, you know, do that focus. So now that you have your stuff chosen, excuse me, your items chosen, you're gonna have your 5 daily anchors, and then you're gonna have your boosters that you put on here too, so that way you can track them every day. And then you have your upgrade journey. So my first step this week was, and then you can journal right here, and a reflection for the first week. I apologize, my son's playing his ABC thing. He just wants to be part of the video. Okay, so then now you have your trackers. So you, oh, this is it. So I guess that each week you have now, with your upgrade, you journal about it. So you have week 6, week 7, and then week 8. So that would be your second phase. Then you're going to move into phase 3, which is radiance. So radiance is the final stretch. Now this is the last 8 weeks. So this is going to be a 2-month like process. So basically the whole thing takes 4 months. So the first phase is going to be 1 month. The second phase is going to be 1 month. And then the final phase is going to be 2 months, where you're going to continue to add on to those first 2 months. Okay, I apologize. He's probably going to keep doing this. So we have elevated standards. So you have your self-respect. So it says each standard will guide you for 2 weeks in the final phase. You're going to have your boundaries. That way you can protect your peace, your alignment, and your focus. So self-respect, what it looks like. So this is keeping promises you make to yourself, speaking to yourself with patience and care, taking your needs and limits seriously, choosing what supports your well-being, and following through on what matters most. So you have your day 1, day 2, so all the way through day 7. Sorry. All right, and then you have your week 9 radiance tracker. So again, you're gonna have those 5 daily anchors, those 5 glow boosters, and then you can rate your energy, discipline, and focus each day as well. Or I think that's for the whole week. So week 10, you're gonna have your self-respect tracker. So then you kind of do your upgrade focus, your self-respect and practice, your reflection. And then again, you're gonna track your week 10 anchors and boosters. Week 11, you're gonna work on boundaries. So this is what you're gonna focus on for the whole week. So you have your day 1 through day 7. So each day, like, you know, it's gonna kind of journal about it. And then you have your week 11 radiance tracker for your anchors and boosters. Week 12, you're gonna have your boundaries tracker, and then your radiance tracker for those as well. Please do not. I apologize. My son decided he wanted to climb up and start grabbing everything. Okay, so you have week 12. The week 13, you're going to start with your alignment. So you have your days 1 through 7. You can answer those questions each day. Okay. This is why I don't put out as many videos. It's very hard to film. Okay, so you have your week 13 tracker. Then week 14, your alignment tracker. And then here's your week 14 tracker. Week 15, you're going to work on focus. So you have days 1 through 7, and then you have your radiance tracker for week 15, your focus tracker for week 16, and then here's your radiance tracker for week 16. And then once that was week 16 would be the last week. So you have your follow through. Who have I become in 16 weeks? And so it answers the questions, your reflection, and then I am proud of the person I become, and then you sign in date, and it's kind of like the end of your contract. And then this is what's great is you can kind of like rate your stuff that you rated at the beginning. So you're going to turn around and re-rate your energy, mood, stability, and focus. So that will be the same ones that you rated at the beginning, so you can see how much those have improved. You can also rate these things that have improved as well. Your skin condition, strength level, and visual evidence. Your physical space, visual inputs, energy leaks, and schedule boundaries. So again, your environment before, wherever you ranked it, you're going to turn around and rank it to where it's closer. Hopefully it's closer to aligned than chaotic. And then your body and mind now. So then you basically kind of like talk about your health, your mindset. And then right here, you did not just track habits, you built evidence. And this kind of like shows your glow up and like how the small choices can add up to these large changes. So that would be the full glow up blueprint. So I'm super excited to get started in that in September. I feel like that's perfect because then it does kind of go through the holidays. But, you know, I feel like if you start it September, October, November, and December, you're going to start the new year feeling like a much better person. And then even though you have the holidays, you can still input those like small routines like throughout the holidays as well. So that would be the release. So we have the glow up blueprint. We have the 3 notepads, which are the anti-overwhelm, the hourly planning, and the monthly planning. We have the 3 coloring pads. So we have Where the Wild Things Grow, The Keeper of Secrets, and The Curious Path Ahead. And then we do have the 3 folios. So you have the Where the Wild Things Grow, The Keeper of Secrets, and The Curious Path Ahead. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a great afternoon. And if you do decide to shop the Daily Grind Planner, please use my code, which is STEPH10. That will save you an extra 10% off, and I will have the link down below in the description. So thank you all for joining me, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Bye.